At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Good morning to you all. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. It's Coffee with Krueger, 7 a.m. on weekday mornings. Boy, that throat's still kind of doing its thing. I've still got a little bit of a little scratchy throat here. Feeling fine, and I have felt fine for over a week now. We got Chappie and, of course, Lisa checking in this morning. Good morning to you. So glad you could join us this morning. If you're coming here through a different source other than Roku or Amazon Fire Stick, I apologize. Seems to be the second time this week, or maybe it was last week, there seemed to be an issue with the Roku and Amazon Fire Stick stream. Not sure what's going on there, but hopefully that gets resolved here soon. But just kind of note that if you do tend to go to Roku or Amazon Fire Stick for your morning routine to watch Coffee with Krueger, or just watch the 24-hour streaming channel in general, do know that there's a backup, and typically that works, and that's YouTube. And if you go to the YouTube channel for Weather NorCal, you can then, of course, watch the live stream there all the time. It's always available there. So, yeah, be sure to check that out. All right. Oh, just wanted to share this picture. I had checked in with some of the photos that some of you may have sent here through the free Weather NorCal app. Actually saw this cloud yesterday. It looked pretty ominous. There weren't any lightning strikes as far as I saw on the radar, but it looked ominous. In fact, if you look, and I'm going to walk up to the image here. This is what we call, right over here, these are what we call, they kind of look like it. They have a bit what they call mammatus clouds. So typically with thunderstorm heads or with clouds in general, they tend to percolate, and you have that puffy cloud coming from the top of the cloud, but typically not the bottom. But sometimes you get that instability where the air kind of rotates up into the storm itself, and then the air kind of sinks, and then sometimes you can get those, what we call these mammatus clouds. They tend to just kind of show an area of instability, and certainly we have been dealing with some of those instability showers throughout the day yesterday, and you know, it was pretty much right on call here when I said some of us may see rain, others may see some heavier rainfall, others may not even see a drop of rain. From my standpoint, from my vantage point, I didn't see any rain at all yesterday in at least where I am in Redding. So, you know, again, it just depends on where you are. So I want to thank, by the way, Heather for sharing this image. And if you want to share your photo, maybe you can snapshot a moment, share your photos with the free Weather NorCal app. It's really easy to do. All you got to do is scroll at the bottom of the app, and before you know it, you are sharing your photos. All right, let's get you out the door this morning. Here's your quick cast, your Krueger's quick cast here for your Tuesday, October 29th. So it's a cold start. We have a freeze warning for central western Siskiyou County and southern Humboldt County until about 10 o'clock in the morning. And you've got those temperatures probably somewhere in the upper 20s, give or take. Now we look at the temperatures out there right now, and you can see it's cold. So even though there is no warning, freeze warning for Alturas, it's 27. You're below freezing. 34 degrees for Susanville, 25 in Bernie. We got upper 40s, low 50s for the coast, for the valley. And for the coast, upper 30s to around 40. We take a look at that visibility out there. Looks like it's a little bit reduced out in Eureka. We're looking at Elk Country, just north of Trinidad here this morning. And you can see it's kind of hard to see anything, right? We're still kind of in that time of day where it's still pretty dark out there. And that's the case as we take a look at Crescent City, Harbor District camera as well. Doesn't look like there's much in the way of cloud cover out there this morning. I do expect to see mainly clear skies, and of course looking at dry conditions there as well. Looks like you got a fisherman out there walking the parking lot, maybe getting ready to go out and do some fishing out there for today. Back at Elk Country, and you can see, of course, again, looks clear behind the mountains there, so really not much in the way of cloud cover. Taking a look at the visibility again, 9 mile plus visibility in Crescent City, and Eureka about 6 miles visibility. I really apologize, but my throat is just not cooperating with me again this morning. All right, here's a look at out the door this morning for your Tuesday, October 29th. sunny skies in the valley this morning. Temperatures in the low 40s, so chilly even for the valley. 20s and 30s for the mountains, and for the coast, you're looking at temperatures in the mid 40s. All right, there you can see the satellite image here. You can see the cold front coming in from the west, but that's going to take its own sweet time getting here. It's really not until tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, that we'll start to see that cold front pass through and, of course, eventually bring all of us a chance for some rain and, of course, snow in the mountains. So let's take a look at Futurecast through the day today. Not much going on, right? Clear skies and just a few passing clouds, especially for the coast. But you can see that rain that is approaching from the west. That's tonight at 10 p.m. So again, it will be dry all day today, but tomorrow will be a different story, which we'll get into that in the deep dive forecast here in just a bit. All right, temperatures mid to upper 60s. In fact, the magic number for the valley seems to be about 66 today. Temperatures 40s and 50s for the higher elevations, although for Trinity County around 60, mid 60s inland, and for the coast, looking at temperatures upper 50s. I'm going to turn off my mic and I'm going to do a quick cough here. Hold on one second. All right, hopefully that helped. I apologize. Oh man, it's the wrong industry when your voice is not cooperating with you. All right, so yeah, that's what it looks like here for today. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook, starting with the valley. So again, it's dry today for everybody. We're between storm systems today. But I do expect, this is where, again, it's very important to watch the forecast, to get the story behind the forecast. Because you can look at a 7-day forecast, and it really won't give you the details that you want for the day. So for example, tomorrow, it's dry most of the day in the valley. It's not until around late afternoon that Redding and Red Bluff may see some showers. It's not until the evening that Chico will see showers. So in fact, Chico, you'll most likely be dry through most of the day tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow night into Thursday that we get a chance for showers. And by the way, I'm also seeing chances for showers on Halloween Day to be a little less in the way of coverage of those showers, which we'll get into that here a little bit later. For the coast, your showers start as early as tomorrow morning, and then by evening it's probably fairly dry, although still some scattered showers. So yeah, it'll be wet most of the day for the coast and inland. It'll be wet eventually for Trinity County by the afternoon, early afternoon, and then off and on chances for showers through at least Friday. I've still got the chance in there for Saturday, but notice no raindrops coming from the clouds on Saturday. That's because the American forecast model keeps us completely dry on Saturday. The European forecast model does still have showers in the forecast on Saturday. So it's a little tricky for Saturday's forecast. And quite honestly, even Halloween's forecast, because it depends on which model you look at, depending on how aggressive the rain is on Thursday. But for Mount Shasta, for Siskiyou County, mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon for those showers for Modoc County. It probably dry all day long for Lassen and Plumas counties. Probably sometime in the evening, some of those showers coming in. And then in there you can see Halloween Day, often on chance for showers through Friday, and maybe a chance for some of those showers coming in on Saturday as well. Hold on a second. I'm going to leave you with the 7-day forecast. I'm going to clear my throat again. Okay, we are back. Now let's take a look at the fire. Oh man, I just can't get my throat back. Shoe Fire is 5,124 acres, 75% containment. So we are seeing better containment. What was it, a couple of days ago? It was at 52% containment. Now, yesterday it was at 65% containment. Today it's at 75% containment. And I'm going to check real quick to see if there's any updates on that. Let's do this. Man, oh man, my throat. I guess any chance to take a break from my throat here is nice. There we go. I'm just going to double check to make sure that there are no new numbers coming in for the Shoe Fire. Still 75% containment. So that's to be expected. And there you go. All right, so the winds this morning, it's actually a little breezy out there this morning for some of us in the valley. And those breezy conditions will probably stick around through midday. Now by the afternoon, the wind should start to die down, so I do expect calmer winds this afternoon and evening. But we have another storm system, another cold front that's approaching, and that's going to give us some strong winds again, coming in mainly from the south on Wednesday. But by Thursday, those winds should die down. So once again, we look at the humidity, and that gives us an idea of the fire weather risk. Now for today, to start off the day, it's dry. So we need to remember that, and remember that we're going to have elevated fire risk, especially for the first half of the day today. Now by Wednesday, the humidity levels are going up as that cold front passes through. So even though the winds are picking up, not terribly concerned about the fire weather risk. And then we go into Thursday, and of course you can see the humidity is much higher. We're at 70% or higher for humidity on Thursday. But of course the winds, not that strong on Thursday. Take a look at this. This is Lake Oroville. Beautiful shot, sunrise shot there. Of course, this is the Lake Oroville SRA live stream camera there. We're going to take a look at now Lake Oroville North Forebay. Doesn't look to be quite as spectacular of a shot here, but the winds are calm, as you can see there at Lake Oroville. But again, it's a little breezy in some other spots. Taking a look at Main Street Chico. Looks like we're seeing a live image here, but yeah, it's still dark. It's still dark at this hour. Not a lot of traffic, obviously, this morning. There's a look at Highway 99 at Neal Road. There we go. We got some moving traffic there and bright lights shining at the camera, but you get the idea. Traffic looks like it's flowing smoothly there. Take you out to Highway 44 at Sundial Bridge Drive in Reading. And you can see a few cars out there, but it looks like traffic is okay. Hey, by the way, just a quick reminder, remember how we started October? Reading saw a high of 102 degrees on October 1st and 2nd. It was still in the mid to upper 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then to wrap up that first week of October, it was still over 100 degrees. But now it looks like we're going to be wrapping up the month with much colder temperatures. In fact, below normal temperatures to wrap up the month. So we'll certainly take that. I want to remind everyone that I do radio updates with Don and Heather in the mornings on K Shasta at approximately 7:30 in the morning, 7:50 in the morning on 106X with Logan Kane in the morning, and Stephen Clark on News Talk KQMS. You've got several options there, 1670 AM, 105.7 FM, or 104.9 FM, and that's shortly after 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you can't watch Coffee with Krueger, or you can't just check in with the latest update, you can on your morning commute, whether you're dropping the kids off at school or going off to work. You can listen to me on 3 different radio station options at different times of the morning. So there you have it. All right, real quick check-in with everybody. Terry Ann Berloon saying, good morning, everyone. Feel better, Mike? I feel fine. It's just my throat isn't all that great. Hey, Mike, take vitamin C, garlic for your throat. Garlic is a natural antibiotic. All right, we'll talk to my wife, see what she can, what kind of tincture or kind of solution she can give me for my throat. Good morning from Bill. We've got Curtis Brown say good morning, everyone. Sounds like a wet weekend. Not so much, actually. Saturday, I may be taking the chance for rain out of the forecast altogether, and Sunday is expected to be dry. Good morning from Debbie, and of course we've got Lisa saying happy Tuesday to you all. Have a great day. All right, well, what do you say we get to the deeper dive forecast here? And of course, as you know, Coffee with Krueger is made possible by Wind River Resort and Casino. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. One last turning off of the mic. I'm going to see if I can clear out my throat. All right, not having much luck, folks, so we'll just have to kind of do with it what we got here. All right, so again, I want to thank Wind River for their support and their sponsorship of Coffee with Krueger. All right, here are your temperatures out there this morning. Mid to upper 40s, even low 50s for some of the warmer spots in the valley right now. We're right at 27 degrees for Alturas, 34 for Susanville. We got about 39 degrees for Mount Shasta City, 38 for Wairika, upper 30s to about 40 here for the coast. All right, so your headlines. It is going to be dry and slightly warmer for today. In fact, today's a gorgeous day. Today's one of those days where if you're watching right now and you're debating whether or not you should take the day off work, do it. Why not? Take the day off work. Play hooky. It's going to be a nice day. Get out there and enjoy the beautiful weather. Because of the cool and unsettled weather, it returns tomorrow. We got the chance for showers. That's going to continue off and on here through at least Friday, if not even into Saturday. Now, snow could be as low as 4,500 feet, but no travel concerns. Now, that's actually getting lower, right? We're seeing the potential for maybe a light dusting of snow for places like El Turris, maybe Chester. But I don't anticipate there to be any travel concerns at this point. Dry and warmer this weekend into next week. Now, Saturday, we may see some lingering showers, but overall, looks like a drier weekend. There's the next storm system I've got my eyes on right here. So, what we've got here, the clouds coming in advance of it. Not a lot of rain, actually, in advance of it. It's the rain and cool and unsettled air that's coming in behind that system that we're going to have to watch for here. So again, this is all moving to the east. We're between systems. This was over us yesterday, cool and unstable. That's why we saw the scattered showers, snow flurries in the mountains. We're between systems here today, and that's why it's going to be a little breezy out there this morning for parts of the valley here. And then, of course, that approaching system coming in from the west. All right, so futurecast today is dry. We do have the storm, though, that's approaching. So by tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., we're beginning to see showers for Del Norte County. Everyone else, mostly cloudy and dry. Then the main band of rain comes in sometime around midday for the north coast. Not a lot of rain for southern Humboldt. Still some scattered showers. Heavier rainfall for Del Norte, western Siskiyou, and northern Humboldt. This is where we're seeing most of the rain. This will hold on fairly strong, actually. And you can see here as we go into around 5 p.m. on Wednesday. So again, we're now getting into the evening on Wednesday. Now, we're starting to kind of wrap things up for the coast at this point. But the main band of rain is right here. So Siskiyou County, Shasta County, even into Tehama County, westward into Trinity County, you've got some rain in there. Now, there could be pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall, especially for the higher elevations. And look at the snow that we're seeing here. Now, it looks pretty aggressive. You can see it's on I-5 here, so that would be around Mount Shasta City, around 3,500 feet. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to see accumulating snow. You may see a bit of a mix out towards Mount Shasta City. You may see a bit of a mix towards Bernie. All right, so then we go into Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Now we're the back edge of that cold front. Now we're seeing snow at about 4,000, 4,500 feet. So again, El Turris, not out of the question for you to see a dusting of snow. Places like Chester, maybe a dusting of snow, right? And of course, we're seeing the showers for the valley. Now, there could be some brief periods of moderate rainfall for parts of the valley here, but you see how things are starting to kind of dry out behind it. Still some instability showers out towards Del Norte County, and we're seeing that snow in the higher elevations of Lassen and Plumas counties. So, I do expect that it'll probably be dry for Lassen and Plumas counties all day, and not until tomorrow night that you're seeing that rain, and of course late in the day on for Modoc County. Now, this is where things... I'm not 100% sold on this. Now, we look at this model here. Here's Halloween morning, 8 a.m. You're seeing a few light snow flurries here and there. You're seeing a stray shower. But look how inactive this model is showing us on Thursday. We'll see. And I'm going to show you another forecast model here in a second, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this is not very aggressive. This would be great news for the trick-or-treaters because it looks like it's going to be dry. It'll just be cold. So stay tuned. I want to wait for a couple of more forecast model runs before I really start kind of saying it's going to be dry on Thursday, because at this point, I wouldn't count on it. Excuse me. All right, so you can see here through Thursday, I mean, yeah, so this is picking up on the potential of about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, give or take, for the valley. Most of it's off to the north and west, as we'd expect, and not as much off to the east. All right, so now I want to show you the forecast snow totals, and again, it's kind of picking up on it. So I think, places like Mount Shasta, Shingletown, Upper Shingletown, Bernie, maybe a mix. Okay? Now, we could be looking at the potential for a light accumulation for Chester at 4,500 feet, 4,000 feet in El Turris. Yeah, maybe some light accumulation there. We'll see. And then you can see some of the higher elevations. Now you're seeing upwards of we're getting close to, around a foot of snow. But you have to go up pretty high in elevation to get that much snow. All right. So, interesting. We'll see what happens with that snow as well. But don't worry about travel at this point. We'll keep you posted on that. So, all right, now this is the long-range forecast model. We're looking at the GFS, or the American Forecast Model. Here's the system that passed through us yesterday. That explains the scattered showers and snow flurries that we saw yesterday. What we've got here is we're between systems. So right now, with low pressure to our east, high pressure to our west, the winds are fairly strong, especially in the valley. That's why we got those strong north winds for some of us in the valley this morning through around midday. But you see we're between systems, so that's why we're going to be dry today. Should actually be a pretty nice day. But all right, so here we are Wednesday. Wednesday, we're starting off with morning showers for the coast, dry Wednesday morning, everyone else. Wednesday by midday, Trinity County, Western Siskiyou County. By the afternoon, evening, Valley, and then by Wednesday night, off to the east into Lassen and Plumas counties. But look at Thursday. This area of low pressure is to our north. Look at Thursday here. This is October 31st. This is Halloween Day. Look at the amount of rain that we're seeing here. And we're seeing snow in the mountains too. This is certainly a lot more aggressive than the forecast model we were just looking at. However, one of the things that I'm kind of picking up on here with even this model, you see how we're not seeing really much in the way of rain for the valley. So it looks like the most of it will be confined in the higher elevations. So that would support the shorter range forecast model that's showing drier conditions and maybe just the better chances in the higher elevations. We'll see. Again, I want to wait for one more forecast model run before I really start setting that in stone. But there you can see as we go into Friday, that moves off to the east, we're still seeing some leftover instability. And that could bring us a chance for a stray sprinkle, a light shower, and more snow flurries in the higher elevations. But look at Saturday. This model is keeping us dry. It's also windy. You'll notice these white lines. Man, hold on. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, we'll get through this. There you can see those winds are fairly strong. So Saturday, this model wants to keep us dry, warmer, and maybe a little windy on Saturday. If we were to look at the European forecast model, this would still show showers and snow in the mountains on Saturday. So I don't want to take it out of the forecast entirely. I want to wait till there's a little bit more consistency. So maybe eventually this model will bring rain into the forecast on Saturday, or maybe eventually the European forecast model will come into alignment with the GFS and maybe dry us out on Saturday. But at this point, I'm not too terribly concerned about Saturday or Sunday especially. Now, looking beyond that, we go into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday through Wednesday of next week. It's dry and warmer. So we're kind of in this cool and unsettled weather pattern this week, but next week it'll be warmer and we're not looking at any more rain in the forecast at that point. All right, so let's take a look at the forecast rain totals. This is the long range forecast, so again, you'd have to take this with a grain of salt, but you see where most of the rain is. That's because the storms are coming from northwest, moving to the south and east, so it dumps a lot of rain on the northwestern portions of the state. So Del Norte, northern Humboldt, western Siskiyou tends to see most of the rain. Okay, and then of course we see less as you head to the east, southeast. Now, I think it might be overdoing it for Reading at almost 0.6 of an inch of rainfall, but I'd say about 1/4 of an inch, give or take, for the valley through Friday, maybe even into Saturday. So again, it's not a ton of rainfall, but certainly a welcome sight nonetheless. But then when we go beyond that, when we go into next week, drier than normal conditions. That's in the forecast. We're also looking at kind of in the cooler to near normal. So when we look at the long range, look at this. So we're below normal through at least Saturday, right? The temperatures start to increase again. And we're back up closer to normal by next week. So that's that kind of closer to normal as we take you into Monday, Tuesday. Wow, I'm about to sneeze now. What an interesting morning. What an interesting morning. All right. Didn't sneeze though. All right, so here we are today at 6 p.m. The wave heights are actually getting pretty low. Now we're going to take you into Wednesday, and we're starting to see those wave heights begin to increase a little bit here. So we actually may see eventually another small craft advisory issued, but not for today. With those north winds at 5 to 10 knots, no advisories, waves from the northwest at 8 feet at about 11 seconds. All right, so here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. So here's what we've got. Let's kind of walk you through the timing for today and tomorrow. So for today, it's dry, beautiful. Temperatures low 60s, upper 50s for those daytime highs. Tomorrow, you're dry for the first half of the day. By around midday, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you start seeing the showers moving in. And that'll continue through the afternoon tomorrow. And then off and on chance for showers through at least Friday, maybe into Saturday. That's the story for Trinity County. Here you can see for today about 53 in Peanut as well as Mad River, 58 for Ruth, and Forest Glen about 55. All right, let's take it to the south. So for today, you're dry. Mid-60s here for the coast. A nice day for Redway, right? Red Crest about 60, Miranda about 63, and 65 degrees in Garberville. All right. It's going to be dry today, and it'll be dry for the first half. I'd say probably mid to late morning. You start seeing showers on Wednesday. Now, as we head north, right, probably around mid to late morning, you're seeing showers for places tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. 58 though today for Ferndale, and Fortuna about 59. We take you up north. We're dry today, and then by tomorrow morning about 8 a.m., we're starting to see a few showers here for the coast. That's the case as you head north as well. Morning showers continuing through at least the afternoon. And then off and on chance for showers at least through Friday, maybe into Saturday. For Siskiyou County, you're dry today, upper 50s for Highway 96 corridor. I-5 corridor, temperatures low 50s. You're dry today, dry tomorrow morning. By mid-afternoon, showers tomorrow. Off and on chance for showers at least through Friday. Let's take you to Scott Valley. Same with the timing of that rain I was just talking about through the next couple of days. Today you're in the low 50s for your daytime highs. For central eastern Siskiyou County, same situation. By the afternoon, you're seeing those showers tomorrow, not today. Today is going to be a completely dry day and a pretty mild day, but quite cool considering too. All right, let's take you out to Modoc County. You're dry today. Temperatures mid-40s, give or take. You can see by late in the day tomorrow, showers developing, off and on chances for showers through Friday, maybe into Saturday. Eastern Mountains. All right, so Bernie, there you can see how it says PM. So Bernie, you'll be dry today. You'll be dry for the first half of the day. Probably about late afternoon, you'll start seeing those showers coming in. And then more off and on showers through Friday. With snow levels, by the way, as you can see, around 5,000 feet, give or take. Lake Eleanor, Lassen Park, temperatures today around 44 degrees for Manzanita Lake. Now, tomorrow, I would say evening, probably even tomorrow night, is when most of that rain will kind of kick in for parts of the eastern mountains. So Paradise, yeah, evening, Greenville, Quincy, Kronberg, Susanville, probably at night. Probably like, 8, 9 o'clock at night before you start seeing the rain tomorrow. But today it's dry. Just another gorgeous day. All right, now let's talk about the Valley neighborhood forecast, brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Your temperatures mid-60s. In fact, it seems like the magic number is 66 degrees for a high today. Take you up north, City of Shasta Lake 66, as well as Redding, all the way down to Cottonwood. 62 for Whiskeytown and 61 for Lakehead. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day outlook. All right, we're going to talk about the timing again. I'm going to talk about the timing for pretty much everyone. So here we go. Today it's dry. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Get out there and enjoy it. Play hooky from work. Do what you got to do to enjoy it. Wednesday, we're dry for the first half of the day. I'd say by like 3, 4 o'clock, probably still fairly dry. We may start to see some sprinkles by late afternoon. And then we go into the late afternoon, early evening, Redding, Red Bluff, you're seeing showers. And then I expect more showers off and on for Thursday. And by the way, Chico, you're probably dry through most of the day tomorrow. But then we see the off and on chance for showers through Friday, may linger on into Saturday, but fairly dry for the weekend, and it's warming up too. And it's, of course, time to set those clocks back an hour. I know everyone's excited about that. There you go. Let me see here. So there you go. That is going to do it for us for your Tuesday, October 29th. So Chappie's saying, the more you talk, the harder it will be to get rid of your throat irritation. I know it's hard for you because of your job. Keep your throat lubricated. I hate to see you get laryngitis. Ooh, that wouldn't be fun. Yes. Let's see here. Carolyn is saying, feel better. Thank you. I feel fine. It's just a stupid throat thing. Terry Ann saying good morning and hope you feel better, and I'll maybe try that vitamin C. I'll maybe have to try to see if I can find some kind of something to help my throat out a little bit better. All right, well, that should do it for us for today. Unless some of you have something else going on. Ruth is saying just hope you get well soon. I sure hope I get well soon as well. I could certainly use getting better would be nice. Let's take a look at some of the cameras to kind of wrap up the day here. Here's a look at Lake Oroville again, looking at some beautiful, beautiful colors here on that sunrise. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning at 7:30 on this Tuesday, October 29th. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. Until then, have a great day.
Thank you.